Hey guys, welcome back to your favorite channel. I am Miss N, and if you're new on this channel, join the beautiful family. I share my journey on motherhood, entrepreneurship, relocation, living in a foreign land, anything interesting. And today, dating and marriage. Hey, and today I'm going to be talking to my galleys and today, I think I'm gonna talk about Today we're gonna talk about dating and marriage, really, and it's a what today? It's a Thursday afternoon. I work from home. I have a toddler, and my husband goes to work when he has to. He's an electrician, so when he's on call, that's when he goes out. But most of the time, we work from home. So today I just thought, you know what, as I'm doing my chores at home, Anyasha is with his papa. So like, okay, let me just take this opportunity to have a chat with my girlies whilst I'm doing my chores. I need to wash the dishes, I need to do my laundry, and I need to cook. I need to start preparing supper. It's very hot. It's extremely hot. So I prefer cooking, like starting cooking around 4 5, so that at night it won't, like, it will be hot. We've got an open plan the sitting area and the kitchen. So if we cook at night, it will be very hot. So I prefer cooking early, and then at night I can just maybe cook the pap or the rice or whatever starch that we'll be having. So I got an inbox from one of my young sisters, and she was saying that, Miss N, you always happy, and is it because you are married to a good guy, or is it because marriage is beautiful? What makes you happy? Like, you're just a happy person. Is it because of the marriage or what? And I did reply to her, but like, you know what? I think maybe I'm gonna have this chat with most of with the girls and the ladies. Yeah, does marriage make one happy? I would like to believe so, because I it can make someone miserable. But in my case, it's not necessarily because of the marriage. This is why I always encourage people that before marriage, make sure that you are happy as an individual. Make sure that you are happy as an individual. So are you telling me that if you're not married, then you're not happy? Is that what it means? I don't think so. So you have to be happy. Iwewe wedwa, wena alone. You need to know what makes you happy. You need to know yourself. You need to love yourself, that you can be able to make yourself happy. So basically, that's what we're gonna be talking about. And she also asked me, like, in my second life, would I get married to the same guy, or would I just choose marriage or choose not to be married? Um, Getting married to the same guy, yes, of course I would. I'm grateful to God for the husband that I have, for the life partner that I have. And in my second life, if I'm to be asked, do you want to get married, yes or no? I would say yes. Uh, in terms of age, I would say get married maybe at 40. Because it really, you're rushing nowhere. In marriage, it is beautiful, but you need to put effort. You need to work on it. You need to work on it for it to be beautiful. You can't just say, oh, I'm entering marriage, and oh, it's just beautiful. It's just an institute that you have to work on. It's two people who are meeting from two different backgrounds, meaning that you're two different people, and you might have the same mindset, but it will never be 100% the same, meaning that there's a lot of compromising, there's a lot of adjusting, there's a lot of what do you call this, uh not entertaining, there's a lot of, yeah, it's just more like compromising, adjusting. Yeah, you just adjust. If your partner likes this and you don't like this, you find a way of meeting halfway and everything. So it is work. I always say, if you go to university, let's say you graduate from A level to university, you can't just relax and say, oh, I'm in the university, everyone passes at university. There are people who fail there, and you have to prepare. You need to prepare your assignments, you need to study, you need to do what and what, you need to do the dissertations and everything. Same with marriage, you have to work on it. You just, okay, marriage is just it is beautiful. I love it. I I encourage people, if they want to get married, but just know what you're getting yourself into. You just don't wake up and say, oh, I am Miss N, tomorrow I am going to Mauritius. I'm just leaving everything and I'm going to Mauritius. You can't make those decisions alone. You have to consult with your partner, and you have to agree on a lot of things. There's two people who are now staying together. So yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of adjusting that needs to be done. You have to be patient with each other. Okay, before we actually get there, I'm gonna talk about what maybe you need to the things that you need to look for, or maybe talk about with your partner before, like, you decide to say, okay, we are going to get married, like, I'm agreeing to this marriage. So first of all, I always say that when you decide to get married, make sure that you are dating a kind partner, an extremely kind partner, and this goes to both sides, the males and the females. You have to date a kind partner, because there are a lot of things that are going to happen in marriage, and you need to be kind to each other. Okay? And how do you see that your partner is kind? There are certain things that people cannot hide. Like, let's say you go to a restaurant, the way that your partner maybe treats the waitress, or like in public, how when they're going to put fuel, how they treat those garage attendants, like the way they just talk to them, it will give you an idea of who these guys are. And let's say how these guys, like, I'm gonna give an example. If you are a lady and you're dating a guy, you need to identify how they talk to their parents or their relatives. Like, you don't want a partner who is rude, maybe to their siblings or to their parents. That's a big red flag. That will show you a lot about that person, and it will just show you how they will be able to treat you, huh? Or maybe the less privileged, how your partner treats the less privileged, how they talk to the less privileged, huh? Those smallest things that we ignore, those are the most important things that we should consider. How kind is your partner? So never ignore that. I know that sometimes we just look at the riches to say, okay, will he be able to take care of me? I always say, don't marry someone because of their resources or what they have, because you might say, okay, he is rich, and then the moment you get married, he loses everything. Then what? Are you going to dump them? No, but marry someone because you love them. Marry someone because he is kind. To me, kindness, it shows 50%. And then the Bible also says, do not be equally yoked with what, you know that verse, huh? So you need to be careful. If you are a Christian, make sure that you also date a Christian. It will help you when maybe you're facing challenges and you need to pray. Imagine that your partner doesn't believe in praying, and you want to wake up midnight and pray, and it won't be comfortable, and they just don't understand that. Or you are fasting, and then they start like criticizing this whole thing of fasting. So make sure that in terms of the beliefs that you have, they align with your partner. If you don't believe in Christianity, I don't know what you'll be believing, but whatever that you do, you need someone that will support you, or someone that will understand what you'll be doing, because life is full of challenges. When you get married, you get challenges of maybe you get married and then you want to you want to have a child there and there, and you cannot determine when you can be pregnant. It might take time, and you might need to pray about it. You might need to go to the hospitals and everything, and you don't want a partner who is going to be harsh on you, or who's going to say terrible things to you. So it's important to marry a kind person, a person who loves you, a person who understands you. And in terms of religion, make sure that it aligns munofambirana pakutenda kwenyu, because I always say life is very spiritual, meaning that there are a lot of things that we face in marriage. For example, for example, my financials, they might be low, and you need to pray about it. You need to believe and saying, you know what, it's going to work. So believe in one thing together. That's another point. And then also talk about finances. I know when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you do not want to talk about finances, especially to the girls, because you'll be saying, and the guys will be like, but those are important issues that you should talk about. Talk about how you plan to, what are your plans? How much are you earning? How much do you think you'll be making? Those things, you should talk about those things. Don't be scared to talk about those things. Talk about your plans, even if you do not have that money, but talk about the plans. What your dreams as an individual. Okay, this is what I wish to do in the next 2 years. I wish maybe to buy myself a house, or to buy a stand, or to what, and then you can plan together to say, okay, you are planning this. This is what you wanted. This is what I wanted. So what can we push first? Those are things that you should always talk about. And who spends more, for example, when you were girlfriend and boyfriend, I think I used to spend more. Like, when you're a girlfriend, you just want to spend because you don't know that money, where it's coming from and how he's working. You just want to spend because he's your boyfriend. And when then we got married, I'm the one now angakusungira mari, because I know kuti mari inofanira kushandiswa zvakadzi nechichi. So you need to know your strength in the relationship, kuti anowesta mari ndeupi, who uses a lot of money, who is a spender, who is what. Those things are very important, because if you're not, you're gonna be blaming each other and saying, you use this money for that. You like, there should be some form of accountability to say that, okay, this one, he's good at serving. What are your strengths? Is it serving? Is it spending? Spending can also be a strength there. So if spending is let's say, for example, my husband now, he's a spender. It's his strength. So when we know that we've got extra funds that we need to spend and stuff, we give him and say, okay, this is yours. Now plan for us, and he will spend, and he will make sure that we enjoy. But if we need to make some savings and to make sure that we want to work on something, this money, we're not going to use it, it comes to me, because it is also my strength. It is not a weakness. It is also my strength to make sure that we save and everything. So it's something that also you need to start talking about. If you're in a serious relationship, start talking about it. Talk about your dreams, what you want to achieve, what you wish to achieve as an individual, and then as a couple, you can then be able to support each other. And do not, especially to the ladies, do not stop achieving your dreams because you are married. I see a lot of people, before they get married, they are all ambitious. The moment they get married, they forget about their dreams, and the man is the one who is pursuing their studies, who is going to work, who is doing projects, who is opening businesses, and the ladies are not. Why would you do that? I understand that when you get married as a woman, there are a lot of responsibilities that you will have to feel. For example, if you're a mother, you have to concentrate on the kids, you have to be your wife's duties and everything. I do understand, but prioritize yourself, prioritize your dreams as a woman. If you want to go to school, make sure that you go to school. If you want to go to work, make sure that you go to work. Those are your personal desires, and no one should stop you. Not even marriage should stop you, as long as you communicate nicely with your partner. And it's always good to make things straight. Kugara matawara zvinhu while you're dating, so that usazoti after 5 years or after 10 years you start saying, I wanted to do this. Let it be clear. It's the start of the relationship that this is what, and you should also be able to communicate effectively. I'm just going to be picking like ideas as they come in my mind. You also have to be able to communicate effectively. If you're not happy with something with your partner, make sure that you communicate effectively. Know how to communicate. Okay, communicating and knowing how to communicate, they're two different things. Know how to communicate with respect. Know how to communicate when you have to. Like, timing is also very important when you're communicating. For example, myself, when I am angry, I choose to keep quiet because I do not want to say things that will hurt my partner. So I make sure that I'm calm. I make sure that I talk to myself first, and I know that what I'm saying is coming from a good space, and what I'm saying will not hurt my partner's feelings. So all these things, they help in building a good relationship. They help in making sure that you live a peaceful life. I'm one person who considers peace a lot. I love pursuing my dreams, and I love being in peace. Peace is very important to me. I don't like fighting and stuff. And all these fights, you can avoid them when you are still in the dating era, so that when you guys eventually get married, you know what you're getting yourself into. And then another thing, always pray to God. Always pray to God for guidance. Pray to God for wisdom. Pray to God so that He may guide all your ways. Even in choosing a partner, God will help you, and God is able to help you in choosing a good partner. When we say a good partner, meaning that they can be bad partners. And when we say bad partners, it's not only men who are bad, even women. There are women who are very bad. And dear gents, make sure that you pray for a good partner. And if you're a good partner, a good woman, okay, if you're a woman, make sure that you pray to be a good woman and to be a good wife or good partner. And then what else? Motherhood. Do you want me to talk about that? I think I just need a new recording on motherhood. There are a lot of things that I have learned. There are a lot of things. Okay, I'm going to talk about how motherhood can affect your relationship, like your marriage, husband and wife marriage. As for us ladies, personally, I'm one person who realized that I was giving more attention to the child, which I feel sometimes it's normal, but you have to try and make sure that you give attention to your husband, and you also give yourself time to yourself and time to your husband, and not everything to be about your child. I remember when I was pregnant, or when I like the first stages of when my child was like 3 months, when I go to the shops, I wouldn't think about anything, or I wouldn't think about anything. I was just thinking about my child, what I can do for him, and everything. And then you start losing yourself. You start forgetting yourself. You start forgetting your partner. It is normal, but you should just try and work on it. And we're dealing with a toddler, guys. It's not a kid's game. A toddler. When you see me, please just give me a hug. When you see me, give me a hug, because I'm dealing with a toddler. And sometimes you can just do crazy things, and sometimes you feel like crying. Sometimes you feel like, well, how did I get myself into this? But we love them either way. So yeah, back to dating and marriage. Make sure that you know your partner before you get married. You can never know a person 100%, but the little things that we the little things that are important that you need to be aware of. Get a kind partner who respects people, who respects their families, who respects their parents. It is very, 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 very important. And as a woman or as a man, just make sure that you're empowered financially, because guys, marino with your relationship. Anyways, guys, so I am going to finish off washing my dishes. Yeah, I'm washing my dishes, and my duties like, yeah, I don't have a house helper. I cannot afford a house helper, meaning that I have to do the chores with my partner. Like, we help each other to do the chores when he is home, and when he can, he does help. But he will obviously never do the chores 100%. Isn't we are the ladies? We have to do more of the chores. So if probably I was alone, maybe I would be sleeping. But I have to make sure that at night the family has food to eat. So before you choose this path of marriage, just know that your life is no longer yours alone. You have people that you need to take care of, people that you need to make sure that they have food, they have something to eat, and everything. It all comes with growth. It all comes with motherhood. I can't just wake up and say, oh, I'm going to the beach. I just have to think, oh, okay, is the weather okay for the child? Is my partner available to stay with the child if I'm going with the girls? I can't just wake up and say, I'm going with the girls out. I'm going out with the girls for breakfast or for lunch. I now have to think of my partner and my kid. So those are some of the things that we face. But it is very important, ladies, to be empowered. Very, 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 very important to be empowered. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know. What else do you guys want me to talk about? What do you guys want me to talk about? So I will do another video on motherhood. How motherhood has changed me. How sometimes I feel like I'm going nuts. And guys, if you're a couple, you need to help each other doing chores, because it's not easy, especially when you're both working. You really have to help each other do these chores. So yeah, guys, so that's just the message that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm just going to finish off washing the dishes, finish off my laundry, and then clean the house, start preparing supper. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Take care of yourself. Put God first in everything that you do, and always do good. The universe will definitely reward you one day.